Okay, in the previous 3 parts, we've already dealt with 6 kinds of pronouns, the antecedents and the pronouns. Now in this part, we're going to deal with the rest of the 3 parts of pronouns separately. Next, we have a relative pronoun. Now, a relative pronoun, they act as a connector. What is a connector? Which can connect. It can connect a noun or a pronoun. It can connect a noun phrase with a group of words, or it can connect a clause with the group of words, or it can connect 2 clauses. It can be anything. So it acts as a connector. But don't get confused between relative pronoun and conjunction, because you will say that, Miss, the connecting words, even conjunctions are connecting words. Yes, you're right, but conjunctions and relative pronouns are entirely different. Relative pronouns are usually the WH word and that, like who, whose, which, whom, that, whoever, whomever, etc. Whichever. So all these words usually are relative pronoun, but these words are not, that they don't act as a conjunction. Conjunctions, you've done it, and we have this like and, and, then we have but, yet, etc. Right? The fanboys, right? Yeah. So it another part of difference between relative pronoun and conjunction is conjunction never add any more information about the noun. In a sentence, the only function of conjunction is to connect. But relative pronoun, they always add more information about the noun. Let us look at the example for more clarity. Like if I say the woman who is wearing a pink shirt is my teacher. So here, the women is the subject, women is the noun. Who is actually the relative pronoun here, which is connecting the women with the rest of the sentence, is wearing a pink shirt is my teacher. So here, if you see who, after who, whatever information is there, it is more information about the women, which is a noun. So who is a relative pronoun because it is providing more information about the noun, that is the women. So that's the difference between relative pronoun and conjunction. The conjunctions, they just add, but relative pronoun, they provide more information about the noun. Now, let us look at another example. The people appreciated the dancers whom they had met after the show. So here again, whom is giving us more information about the dancers, right? So this is what relative pronoun is. Now, you need to be careful while using all these relative pronouns, because whenever you are using who, usually we use who to give information about the subject in a sentence. Like in the example, the woman who is wearing a pink shirt is my teacher. So here who is used for the subject, the women. But whom is usually used for the object. Like the people appreciated the dancers whom they had met. So whom is used for the dancers, which is acting as an object in a sentence. Who and whom can be used only and only for the people. It cannot be used for things or ideas or expressions or some kind of maybe animals. It cannot be used for them. Okay. Next, whose and that. Now, whose and that both are used for person and a thing. Okay. So, if I say, I met the boy whose bag was broken. So here I'm using it for the boy, that is whose. But if I say I saw the bag whose strap was loose, so whose strap was torn. So here I'm using whose for the thing. Similarly for that, if I say I know the man that has sold his car, here it is being used for a person. But if I say I had seen the car that was sold by that man, by the man or by my brother. So here that is used for the car. So whose and that are the relative pronoun which can be used for both person and a thing. But which is only and only used with things and animals, which cannot be used with person. I cannot say that the man the woman which is wearing a pink shirt. That's a wrong way of saying. I have to say the woman who is wearing a pink shirt only. So which is only used for things and animals. Now, one more important thing you need to understand. Many of you may have this doubt that WH words, here most of the words are WH words, and that. So WH words are also used as interrogative words, interrogative adjectives or interrogative pronouns. How to differentiate? Interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun will only and only come in a interrogative sentence. That means the sentence will end in a question mark. There it will ask question. But the WH word, when they are used as a relative pronoun, they are not used in an interrogative sentence. They are used in a normal sentence. And here the function of these WH word is not to ask questions, but to give more information. So here the WH words, when they are acting as a relative pronoun, they give more information about the noun. They don't ask questions. But when they act as an interrogative pronoun or adjective, there they ask question and they come in an interrogative sentence. I hope it is clear. Next we have is distributive pronoun. Now distributive pronoun refer to individual or thing, specific individual or thing usually. So each of you must be present in the occasion. Here each is just telling me about specific people whom I was expecting in the occasion, or I'm addressing to a specific group of people here. Now again, you've done distributive adjectives as well. What is the difference? If the distributive adjective is actually always followed by a noun, like neither boys came for the party. So after neither, I have boys, which is a noun, so it is distributive adjective. But in distributive pronoun, we don't have a noun after it, like neither of the pens is writing. So after neither, we don't have a noun. It is distributive pronoun. It can act both as a subject and an object. There were many guests. Each were offered a seat. So here it is acting as a subject. Even as object, it is used many a times. You go and give the candies to each. So here each is acting as an object. So yeah, this is distributive pronoun. Next we have is indefinite pronoun. Now indefinite pronoun are people or thing only, but in general sense. It is not in specific or a particular person or particular sense. It is in a general sense when we address to people or things. Like, does anyone have a pencil? Here I am not talking about a specific group of people. It can be anyone. Right? So anyone, everyone, somebody, nobody, somewhere, etc. All these are indefinite pronouns. Now again the question arises, what is the difference? The same difference. If you see what difference between adjective and pronoun is that only all adjectives, not all adjectives, but the adjectives like interrogative, possessive, indefinite, distributive, demonstrative, all these adjectives are followed by a noun. But when it comes to pronoun, it is not followed by a noun, immediately by a noun. Like many people had come to party. Here many is indefinite because we don't know the definite number. Indefinite means what? You don't know the exact number, and it is in general sense. So many is the indefinite word here. But after many we have a noun which is people. So it makes it indefinite adjective. But in the next example, if I say Rima bought everything she liked. So after everything, we don't have a noun. We have a pronoun immediately after it. So everything is indefinite pronoun. Okay. Now indefinite pronoun again can be used both as subject and object. I know somewhere we can find. Here somewhere is acting as an object. No one knew the answer. Here no one is acting as a subject. So this is indefinite pronouns for you. This brings us to the end of this topic, pronouns. I would request you all to go through all the videos time and again, as and when you have any doubt or query. Try to practice it, and if you have any doubt and query, you can always get back to your English teacher and she will help you out. Thank you.